entire days since I had food. And I think about food a lot. And I think about food a lot. It seems like everywhere I go, there's food. Everywhere I go, somebody's eating food or talking about food or telling me what they want to eat. Or, as my friend Scott Del Fuego was explaining to me today, he barbecued a steak. I got to tell you, my friend John Blaze, he wanted a smoothie. Another person was talking about having some sort of hamburger. It was a hamburger. And that they wanted a hamburger. I want a hamburger. In fact, I want a hamburger so bad that that's going to be my first meal when I go back to eating. I'm going to go all the way to Bantayan Island to have my first meal. Plus, I want to see a few people when I get there. So let me talk about the 22 days of non-eating. First of all, it's true. You could believe whatever it is that you want. If you listen to the men that say it ain't so, it is so. And I can only say to them, because they have no willpower, does not mean other people can't accomplish their goals. And to give you an idea how well the 22-day water fast is working, actually it's a 22-day fast, water fast, which is incorporated into what Scott explained to me is the snake diet. And what that is, all that is you add a half a teaspoon of salt a day and a half a teaspoon of baking soda a day. And you're supposed to add sodium bicarbonate, or fake table salt, but no one has it. So my water fast only, Scott corrected me this morning, was because I drink a portion of the properties of snake juice. I'm on the snake juice diet. Who knew? I know he did say that a long time ago, that I needed to have some lime juice, some salt, and some sodium bicarbonate. Well, anyway, that's what I'm doing. So 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, for 22 days, all I drink is this. This is not the snake juice. This is 5 calamansi, the juice from 5 small limes. The snake juice comes in the morning and at night, but that stuff is just, well, I was also taught that I go about it the wrong way. You're supposed to have that half a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of baking soda and half a teaspoon of sodium bicarbonate, fake salt. You're supposed to mix it in with 2 quarts of water. But that is, no, I'm not doing that. That's 2 hours of pure unpleasantness. So I just put it all in 1 cup. Yeah, like that, Scott. Yeah, like that. A jar of peanut butter on just 1 cup. Just like that, buddy. How's that fence painting deal working out for you? Have you got that under the wraps? So I'm at the 22-day mark, and I have gone from 266.75 pounds to 107 kilos. What is 107 kilos? I had it memorized before. 107 is 235. 235. Wait a second. 120. Yeah, 107. 107. Wow, I lost a lot more weight than I thought. I'm not keeping track of this. Okay, so 107 kilos is 235, but 121 kilos is 266. Oh, yeah, okay. 32 pounds. I was right. 32 pounds. Now, you're going to hear people say that it can't be done. You can't lose that much weight. You'll die. Or you can't go without food for that much. I feel fine. I feel fine. And a lot of people said you got to go to see the doctor. So after about, I guess it was like day 12. I don't keep track of stuff like that. On, let's say, day 12, I went to see, what was that, it was at least 7 days, maybe day 14. I went to see the doctor. And I told him exactly what I was doing, how I was doing it. The water only with the lime juice and the snake juice. And he actually knew what the snake diet was. And then he asked me, do you have any problems with the diet? I said, I have no headaches, no nausea, and no dizziness. Hey, Freebird, thanks for stopping by. No nausea, no headaches, and no dizziness. He said, that's good. I said, can you make any suggestions? He said, take vitamins. I asked him if there was any special vitamin. He says, all vitamins are the same, which I knew my entire life. Vitamins are like generic medicine or real medicines. They're all the same. Like you could take generic coamoxiclave and pay 80 cents a tablet, or you could take non-generic coamoxiclave and pay 32 cents a tablet. So if you save 50 cents a tablet, if you need 36 tablets, you save $18. So the generic vitamins were Kirkland. They were $7 a bottle, and the non-generic vitamins are $20 a bottle. That's a big difference. Hey, Warrior Without Master. Freebird, no, the butthole? No. You want me to make a video? I'll make a video. It's not much, but for you, send me your email. I'll send you a nice video of what comes out. But it only works about every 3 or 4 days now. No more regularity of going to a bowel movement. That's all gone. I think today is Monday or Tuesday. Today's Tuesday, right? The last time I had a bowel movement was Saturday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 3 days. 3 days, and I feel okay. But thanks for asking, Freebird. It's always good to share all the information possible because I'm doing it. So I will show you how much weight I lost. Let me check the comments. Let me go back to the live stream. Hold on a minute. I got to get back. Okay, most common lines. Okay, I haven't checked. I can only see the comments from my cell phone.
Introducing Gcash Partners.
And now that I'm going to my going to change the screen. Okay, Freebird. Okay. Warrior, well done, Michael. 32 pounds. Can see it in your face. Just water still. Yes, Warrior. Well, Scott, made me aware that I wasn't just drinking water. I was halfway on the snake diet with half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt. But they don't have fake salt or sodium bicarbonate in the Philippines. I went to 3 different drugstores. They don't have it. And both supermarkets don't have it. And there's a problem here with the understanding of English to Visaya. When you say, I want imitation salt, they don't actually know what that is. So they'll bring you right over. Yes, we have that. And they bring you right over to the salt department, but it's just salt. Now, there's a couple of different kinds of salt, but there's only salt. So they don't have imitation salt. So I'm kind of like on the snake juice diet, which is only a half a teaspoon of salt and lime juice. So yeah, it's just water only. And that, no, Monday. No, today is Tuesday, even for you, Freebird, because it's, unless you're at a New York time zone. Here in the Philippines, it's Tuesday. Can I see that? With the things that you post on your channel, Flying Circus. Flying Circus has a great channel. Flying Circus, why don't you put up a link to your channel? And DNC, if you're here, you have some good videos too. Flying Circus is, you ever hear of that other side of YouTube? The other side of YouTube? That's Flying Circus. And DNC. I urge you to go to their channels and seek their most valued videos. Their most treasured and valued videos. There are some sick people out there, let me tell you. And most of them are my friends. So you see this piece of wood here? And you see this piece of wood behind me? The table. This table here. I lean my back up against, that's my measuring device. When I will know about how much I weigh by how much belly overlaps the wood in front of my belly. I know it's not the best way, but I don't have a scale. I left a brand new Detecto doctor scale in New York City. That upsets me. Anyway, even when I had a scale, it didn't matter. I didn't want to get on it. So anyway, this is what my belly looks like now. Now, I can't show you the belly because we have someone that lives his life flagging videos. So you see how I'm just leaning up against the back right now ever so slightly? See how I can fit my hand through here? That's the equivalent of 235 pounds. But when I started, my belly was touching this piece of wood, which was 286 last year. But when I started the water only fast, my belly was about this far away. At some point, I was 286 pounds. But when I started the snake diet, I was 266.75 pounds. But now, I'm down to 235. So this space that you see here shows the equivalent of 32-pound weight loss. Now, getting back to reality, some people with no understanding of life and no understanding of diets, no understanding of fasting, no understanding of even how food is preserved or how to stay healthy, how to eat healthy. Because they eat, when somebody tells me what I should eat, And I see them grocery shop buying frozen and processed foods like processed corn or processed meat or like what they call Jolly Burger hamburgers and like 24 patties. That's not food. That's not real food. We live in the Philippines. Let me tell you, one of the biggest and best attributes of the Philippines is fresh food. There isn't only one place in the world I ever tasted better food than in the Philippines. Well, in America, probably 40 years ago, before they started adding all kinds of additives to the soil, we had fresh food. But then when I moved to the Philippines, you take on a whole new understanding of what food is supposed to taste like. Yes, Freebird, we're 13 hours ahead. That's correct. Baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. What, the imitate? See, I don't know anything about this fasting stuff. Sodium, okay, I don't even know the words of what I'm eating. I only eat it because Scott Del Fuego said, eat this, do that. So baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. What do I know? Imitation salt is potassium chloride. Well, they don't have it. They don't have imitation salt. Okay, well, thanks for clearing that up. Now, so to the man, I use that word loosely, that tells me what I should eat, and he eats, as far as I'm concerned, junk food. I have not bought a frozen food in any way, shape, or form ever since like the middle of 2003 or 4. I used to buy something called the Swanson's TV dinner. Had a little piece of chicken and a little bit of mashed potatoes and a little bit of peas and carrots. But then I discovered turkey, the other white meat. And from then on, I only bought 16, 18-pound turkey once every 2 weeks. And I would broil that up in my oven, and then I would make turkey sandwiches, and I would cook it almost until it was done, not till it was done. And then I would tear it apart. I'd keep the legs together, cut the legs off to where they were almost done, not done. The same thing with the chicken wings. Take a big piece off of that. And then the breast would normally be done. See, that's the problem when you're cooking turkey. You cook the turkey till the breast is done, and the rest of it's still not done. So that's good, because now you can have the turkey breast and the rest of it you can recook later. But if you cook the turkey until the legs and everything is done, the turkey breast is too dry. There's an art to cooking turkey. For many years, I ate a lot of turkey, big amounts of turkey, more turkey than should be allowed. But that's what I enjoyed, turkey, and I could have it sandwiches, I could broil it up, the legs and the wings. I would always use stuffing, I'd use breadcrumbs and peas and carrots, all a regular stuffing, like a real stuffing. And then I could make 10, 15, 18 meals out of that one turkey. And then for breakfast, I'd have ham and eggs or something like that. But the rest of the meals was turkey. So the only place I ever tasted better food than America from 40 years ago is the Philippines. Nobody should eat frozen food in the Philippines. It should be against the law. It's a sin to eat frozen hamburger patties from Jollibee's or corn out of a can. It's processed foods. That's not healthy. But for somebody to tell me what I'm eating is not healthy, that's a sin too. So, do I take advice from somebody that doesn't know what to eat and when? We live in the Philippines. Let me try to reiterate that. Let me give them a minute to look that up. Reiterate. We have the freshest food in the world here, except for Vietnam. And I'll talk about that in a moment. We have the freshest vegetables. We have the freshest meats. We have the freshest chickens. We have the freshest pork. Everything we have here is fresh because Filipinos, for the most part, eat fresh food. Let me go to the comments here. Scott. Right. The sectional foil trays. They were, I liked them. My mother used to make, once every 2 or 3 weeks, she'd make those frozen Swanson dinners. But we didn't have them all the time. My mom cooked. She cooked every meal fresh, no frozen. Well, she might buy it fresh and then freeze it. I would do the same thing here. But I would never buy frozen food, ever. And my mom didn't buy much frozen food either, other than those turkey dinners. And occasionally in the wintertime, she would buy frozen broccoli. And we'd eat it. And she would always have fresh lemons, no matter what they cost. Even if they were $1 a piece, she would have fresh lemons, fresh lettuce, and fresh grating cheese, Locatelli grating cheese. So I always ate fresh food. I'm not used to that frozen food stuff. Yep, I did that. Chopped up the liver, the gizzard, and the heart, and I fried that up with onions. I was a connoisseur of fresh turkey. I would fry up the gizzards and heart, chop it up with onions and garlic, and that would be in my stuffing. Well, that's the right way to make a stuffing. Only a fool would take that fool's advice. Going to have fresh pickled corn on the cob tomorrow. Yeah, see, so we have the freshest vegetables. When I say that when I go out, when I was eating, I forgot all about that, but when I was eating, they have on the side of the road, they have 10 peso corn, 3 small ears, baby corn they call it, for 10 pesos on the side of the road. Oh, that is so good because it's fresh. They have fresh pork. When you buy pork, it was slaughtered that morning. That morning. You go into the store, you go into a place like ICM Mall, the pork that is on display was butchered that morning. You watch when you wait. Sometimes you have to wait in line. For my order, I would have to wait in line for sometimes they would tell you to come back in an hour. But if I wasn't doing anything, I would just get on my phone and check my messages and wait there for an hour. You're going to watch on a busy day 1,000 pounds, 1,500 pounds of pork, a ton of pork in an hour. I'm not, I kid you not. There are people that come in and buy 150, 200 pounds of pork for their stores. Shopping cart, sometimes 2 shopping carts. That's 200 pounds of pork in each shopping cart. And they'll buy 1.5 or 2 shopping carts. I am telling you, a ton a day. So and it's all freshly butchered. So when I order the meat from Mike in ICM Mall, Michael is the butcher's name. He says, "Hold on, how big of a piece of pork?" I get lean pork, and he gives me lean pork. How big? You can buy the lean pork from where it's 2.5 kilos or 4 kilos. The bigger ones are 4 kilos, one piece. Less the fat, which is, well, now it's about 15%, but it used to be 5%. And I don't eat the fat anymore. So the benefit of not eating the fat, when I was on the all carnivore diet, the doctor said your blood pressure is 185 over 139. What are you eating? I said, only the carnivore diet. So he asked me specifically, same doctor, what are you eating? I says, well, I eat about 8 or 9 eggs a day and lean pork. And he said to me, do you eat the yolk? And I said, yeah, of course I eat the... No, he says, you can't eat the yolk. You take the yolk out and you give it to the dogs. That's just straight cholesterol. That's why your blood pressure is so high. And how much fat from the pork do you eat? I said, I eat it all. No, you can't do that. No. I said, well, what should I do with it? He said, you feed it to the dog. He says, how are you eating it? I said, I chop it up into 1/2-inch chunks and I fry it crisp. No, you give it to the dog. He knew exactly what I was not supposed to eat. He told me, it's very instantly, I know what he's talking about. There's no blah, blah, blah in between. So I said, no fat. And no yellows in the eggs? No. So I said to myself, if I got to stop eating what I call pork popcorn with the fried crispy pork, if I got to stop eating that and I got to stop eating eggs, I might as well go on a water fast and just get this over with and lose 100 pounds. So that's my goal. So you people out there, everybody can see the difference, I'm sure. So I have pictures of before and after, and I think I could get that up on the screen. I will show you. If you listen, Scott DeFrago, if you listen to the butcher display, you can still hear it squeal. I'll tell you, boy, the meat comes in. The only thing that's done to those hogs when they get to ICM is they've been slayed. Everything else is taken care of in the store. I'll see if I can get those pictures. I did that also, Scott. I did an exercise program. I had 17 steps up to the top floor of my house, and I started out with a diet. I don't remember what I was eating, but I cut down on eating. Probably I was doing 1 meal a day, and then I started out with doing 10 flights of stairs, up and down. So up and down was 1 flight. So 17 up and 17 down. And then my goal was to do 100 sets of steps. And I have that on video of doing 100 steps of stairs. So I started out with 10 reps, went up to 12 or 13 or 14. When I got up to 100 reps, then I did that every day. And I went from 245 maybe down to 180. So I did lose 60 pounds doing steps, but that was exercise and lack of food. But that was easy because it was nice to go up and down the steps. I could go in, take a shower, wash up, have something to drink. Here you can't do that. There's no steps like that. And at my house I had two railings, one on each side that you could hold on to. They don't have railings the same way here in the Philippines. So even if I found the steps like at a hotel, I wouldn't be allowed to do it at the hotel anyway, so it wouldn't matter. And then they have these, they have no concern for safety on steps here. They make these beautiful wide Italian railings. They're about this round, that round on the top of the railing. So you would try to grab that. You can put your hand on top of the railing, but you can't grab it in case you slip. I would never do steps like that. What if you get dizzy? What if you misstep? You're going to fall. So unless you have a double low railing, like a wrought iron railing, I wouldn't do steps like that. I'm going to go look for those pictures. There's going to be, okay, so I'm going to go look for those pictures now. Let's see what we could do about pictures. I might have them over here, but I don't know that I could show them to you over here. I'm not sure about that. Ah, they're here. Well, I can't show them to you here, though. I signed up for a G-string dating site. It's going to be like the before and after. I'm only kidding. So, yeah, they posted. Let's do it a different way. I think, how could I do this? I think I could put them in a mail. I think I could do that. But I'm not sure about that. Yeah, you know what? I think I can. Hold on. All right, I gotta. This one is to me. I'll just open up another window. Okay. I'll open up another window in my mail. There's places that I store pictures that there's no reason for you to see them. And I'm on a supersized man's dating site. No, I'm only kidding. It's called Super Bellies for Women. Okay, let's start out with a compose. Super Bellies for the woman that wants more. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to have a new layout on my, we're going to start doing this a little bit of a different way. Okay, let's see, we have to get this. Yeah, I can get them this way, but I don't know how they're going to show. Yeah, you know what? I should be able to do this. Because I got everything. Okay. Boy, this connection. Hold on. Whenever I want to get pictures out of my camera, even though the camera's plugged in, even though the camera's charging, even though everything is working, and it shows you that the camera is hooked up to the computer, even though all of that, it won't show you the pictures in the phone. It'll show you that the camera's plugged in it will show you that the camera, and Google is doing oh so many different things to their website. Everything is working different. Before, when you went down on the left column on YouTube, and it opens up your subscriptions page, and it opened up your video page, and it opened up all the things on that column on the left side, the 3 lines across the top. Last week, it opened up to you're on your subscriptions page. You press the 3 lines. And what would happen is you'd see your videos. So you go to your videos. It's even if it was a video and you opened up those 3 lines and you pressed those 3 lines, and then you chose the option to go to My Videos. When you went to your videos, the previous page would disappear. Now you're at My Videos. Now, when you press to go to a video, that would disappear. Now that stays. So all 3 windows are open now. They're changing the whole program. Pretty sure I got that right. I know for a fact when you press the 3 lines and you went to My Videos, the first, whatever page you were on, whatever video you were watching, disappeared. So now you have to go back and find that. Now it stays in the tab at the top of the page. Okay, so it took that long for my files to load. Man, I gotta hold on a minute. I gotta copy. Something and move it. I'm going to do one more. I'm not real good at this picture stuff. Okay, so we are at pictures that I can show you and where they are. I do want to check one thing before I go there. I just got a mail. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, I can't do that. Okay, I'll show you the before and after pictures. And then after I show you these pictures, we're going to have a little discussion. Okay. So this picture here was when I started. Well, and this picture here is today's picture. So now let's go to preview. Whoa, boy, with a picture like that, you don't really need to blow it up, huh? Let's open this up. So this is a picture at 267 pounds. And this little piece of wood is what I judged how much I weighed with. Before, when I was 286, I was over here. My belly touched over here. Oh, this is actually 3 days after I started fasting. I don't know how much of a difference that would make. It was a little bit further out. But I can't prove that because I'll have somebody on here. We don't have pictures of what you look like before you started. How do we know you're telling the truth? So, that's the first picture. And then, I wish I could get them both in the same screen. And this is the second picture. You know what I could do? Let's open this one up. And this is the second picture. Okay, so you could see that there's definitely a weight loss. From that to that. Now, of course, the man who so liberally says that he knows everything about fasting, because even before Fazio started his fast, I read about fasting. I'm well aware of what fasting is, and Fazio is not fasting. No, he's eating food every day. It's as if he was with me 24/7. When in fact, you don't want to be nowhere near me. Not 24/7, not for 24 minutes. Let me get back to the show. So, if you see a difference, let me know. But I'm probably not going to answer everybody's comments anymore. I don't want these live streams to last hours and hours and hours. Thanks for stopping by, but I could do without all the blah, blah, blah. Unless, of course, you want to thank me in a different way. Lotto Retirement Strategist gets his comment read because Lotto Retirement Strategist has been very generous monetarily to the channel. Warrior gets his comment read because he's always given me good advice. Did the doctor tell me I had an enormous fat gut? No, did not. Yeah, well, a lot of retirement strategists. When I stopped eating pork and when I stopped eating eggs, my blood pressure went from 185 over 139 to 150 over 100. So it was either the pork fat, or the eggs. One of the three had to be. So I lost 35 points off my top systolic pressure and 39 points off the bottom pressure. So maybe the doctor was right. And maybe you're right. I don't know. And I really don't care. I lost the weight and I lost the points. Yeah, I'm not going to entertain any more of that. Whether the doctor was right or not. He is a doctor, and he did tell me to stop eating eggs, and I did that, and I lost the points. More conversation about eggs is really not necessary. If you know what I mean, please. Thank you. Everybody has a different plan, Lotto, a warrior without master. Everybody has a different plan. This is what's working for me right now. Maybe when I go back to eating, I'll try one of these concoctions, but I probably won't. I'll probably just go back to eating normal food and just eating less of it. What is Scott? Scott. I don't know that that'll ever happen again, but it could be. Meeting women in the Philippines, skinny or fat, is not problematic at all. It's just how much time do you want to devote to that project? All right, I'm going back to not reading all these comments. The Little Falls guy is a strange man, says Flying Circus. The little fella. He did. You know what? I got to add that to the list. He wanted to know the size, if Barry's package was real, the pictures he sent. He wanted to know how John Blaze was set up. He wanted to know how PA Trucker was set up. He wanted to know how, who else was it? Dave Phelps was set up. He wants to know how Alla was set up. He wants to know how Roberto is set up, and if all of those men can satisfy their wives or girlfriends. That I find strange. That's true that he talked about all of those people, plus a lot more. But just currently, in the last few weeks, he's talked about that many people. He's a very strange man. A very strange man. And notice how he'll answer all the questions on his channel, except that when I go to Bentalion Island, he does not want to answer that question. He's afraid to answer a legitimate question about having a legitimate competition. Because his friend Ken said to me, he will never have a legitimate competition with you because he can't be in control of the end result. And that's not how people like him think. And that's true. But Ken also told me quite a few other things. In fact, what reminded me about Ken just now is that somehow Flying Circus has all those videos up on his page from going on 4 or 5 years ago. That's strange. That is strange. That people, those videos are still floating around. Hey, buddy, Red Horse Adventure, my friend. Oh, but did I lose weight? Well, Did you see the pictures that I just put up? If you didn't, I'll show them again. Yeah, I like eggs. I would, when the doctor said, how many eggs are you eating? I said 9, 10, 11, 12 eggs a day. If I wasn't eating meat, I substituted it with eggs. Well, let's look up eggs. Let's find out. I'm not reading everybody's comments anymore. It's just too complicated for me. I want to move through this. You want to leave comments and talk to each other? I'll just pick out the ones. Let's look up eggs. Let's look up eggs. Eggs. Why is that screen so dirty? Hold on a minute. That's much better. Eggs and high blood there's lots of articles. Do eggs impact heart health? Learn how eggs can be hazardous to your health and receive healthy tips on healthy alternatives. In general, eating eggs does not impact either systolic or diastolic blood pressure. The egg controversy is more increased about cholesterol and its indirect association with the risk of cancer and heart disease. I think cholesterol hardens your arteries, and that causes high blood pressure. How many eggs can you eat with high blood pressure? Cardiovascular, eating 5 eggs per week may help lower your risk. I was eating 9, 10, and 12 eggs a day. A study has found that people who ate 5 eggs or more weekly had improvements in some risk factors of cardiovascular disease. This is a contradiction. 5 eggs or more weekly had improvements in some risk factors for cardiovascular disease and less risk for high blood pressure. Well, the other one said it increases cholesterol. All right, I don't even know what cholesterol is. What is cholesterol? Cholesterol increase of high blood pressure. Okay. Why can't the site be reached? Okay. Cholesterol, plaque, and calcium cause arteries to become hard and narrow, so your heart has to strain much harder to pump blood through them. As a result, your blood pressure becomes too high. High blood pressure and cholesterol are the two biggest causes of heart disease. So this Google is nonsense. One thing contradicts the other. So there you have it. Somebody says eggs are good. Somebody says eggs are bad. The doctor says don't eat eggs. It'll lower your blood pressure. I didn't eat eggs. My blood pressure lowered systolic and diastolic. So we're going to go with the advice of the doctor. Yeah, I know, but my blood pressure at Red Horse was up to my blood pressure was up to 185 over 139 when I was eating all those eggs. So the doctor said stop, so I did. And I know it's part of the Atkins diet because I read about that. Meat, chicken, fish, eggs, and meat. All the bacon you want, fat and everything. I know that, but I don't eat eggs anymore, and it lowered my systolic down 35 points. And it lowered my diastolic down 39 points. So I'm going to stick with what the doctor said. Thanks for all the advice. And I appreciate it, but everybody has a difference of opinion. Don't eat eggs. And then one article in Google says you could eat eggs. And the other article says it highes your cholesterol, and that says it highes the blood pressure. So who am I going to believe? Why would I believe any of it? It's all contradictory stuff. What I know is I stopped eating eggs and I stopped eating fat and pork. I lost 35 and 39 points. That's what I know. So it worked for me. And if I have to go another 50 or 60 days, then I'll go another 50 or 60 days. All right, so if we don't see... Okay, it's getting on lunchtime here. I gotta go. Let me explain it to you again, Lottery Retirement. I explained it to you once before. They don't sell magnesium in the Philippines. Not in any drugstore, not on the shelf. Okay? They don't sell it here. They don't sell a lot of stuff here. They don't have a health food store here with vitamins and minerals and supplements. They don't have anything like that here. I don't know why I have to keep saying it. The magnesium 2,000 milligrams, I looked all over for it. Nobody has it. The highest level of magnesium that I could find was 209 milligrams of magnesium in pills that cost $25. Vitamins. That's it. They don't sell straight magnesium. Now, if you want to send me a couple of bottles, I'll take them. But they don't sell it here. Now, I said it once while you were on my live stream, and now I'm saying it again. I looked for it. The highest level of magnesium in any pills were multivitamins. They were 25, no, they were more. They were 1,800 pesos a bottle, $36, $35 a bottle. They don't sell it here. What is it? I mean, I got to wonder sometimes why you people keep repeating stuff. I remember what you said. I remembered all the things you said. I wrote down all the things you said. They don't sell that stuff here. Not on Lazada, not on Shopee, not in the supermarket, and not in the pharmacies? What is my option? Okay, with that, I'm gonna relax now. Okay, but to say the same thing over and over again, it's just you get it. I appreciate it, but it ain't happening. I looked. It's just not possible. That's one of the setbacks of living in the Philippines. They don't have, we don't have access. I can't even buy imitation salt. Well, I didn't look on Lazada for imitation salt. I could do that, but I didn't look for it. But the other stuff that you gave me the list of, they don't have it. It's not complicated. They don't sell it. They don't sell it in the milligram levels that you suggested, and they don't sell it. And there's no way to get it. Maybe there's a health food store in Cebu, but I'm not traveling for an entire day to go buy vitamins. I feel fine. I feel as energetic as I should be. Now, it's 22 days. Do I look like I'm tired or exhausted or dizzy? No, I'm not. I feel fine. I think I could do this. I really do. It's not complicated. If I feel weak, if I feel that I need to have something, then I'll have something. But right now, I don't feel like any of that. I think I could go to 60 or 80 or 100 days, whatever it is. Okay, so right now, hold on a minute. I just got an email. Did Red Horse Adventure, did you see the before and after pictures? Are you still with me? Well, you know what I'll do? I'll just send them to you. If I could remember your email. Okay, hold on. Now I can't even see that. All right, my inbox. Okay. Oh, they're just telling me that the picture that I wasn't going to make for Nanai, they sent me an email that it's ready, but I'm not going to the city today. Okay, then. Lotto, I appreciate the help. I appreciate the support. But I don't... You have no idea how I think. None at all. None at all. If I think I can do something, typically I can do it. If I tell somebody I looked for something, I didn't just look in one corner of a supermarket. I went to 3 different pharmacies, 2 different supermarkets, and then both major websites. They don't have it. You can't buy stuff here like you could buy in America. You can't even buy a metal thatch rake to rake up grass. They sell these plastic thatch rakes that are basically, they're garbage. Remember the old metal thatch rakes that you could thatch out the grass? They don't sell those here. They didn't sell a true Tempest shovel until 3 years ago. They don't sell concrete rakes here at all. They don't sell combs for concrete here at all. They don't sell them. They don't know what it is. It's not in the book. They don't sell N16 nails. They don't sell Bostitch nail guns here. They don't sell stuff like we have in America. They don't sell quality paint. They don't sell flood additives for paint in any of the paint stores. You can buy it online now, this year, but you couldn't buy it online last year. A simple product like Flood oil-based additive or Flood latex-based additive, they don't sell it. A simple product, Acryl 60, sold all over America. Acryl 40, Acryl 60. They don't sell it here. You can't order it online either. That you can't order. They don't sell stuff here like they sell in America. All right, so we're done. Red Horse Adventure was where I was at. What was what's the first three letters of your email? Well, you know what I could do? I could look for the... Okay, here, Red Horse. I'll just go right here. I'll open this up. This is... This is the before. Well, you see the belly is touching the wood, interfering with the wood's existence. And then this is the after, with about an inch and a quarter of space between the wood and the belly. All right, then. Thanks, everybody, for stopping by. I'll do another show tomorrow. I'm going to do a show every day. I'm going to document the event. Thanks for watching. Got to go. I got a few things to do. All right. Bye-bye for now. Let me see. I'm not even on my page. See ya, says Lotto Retirement. Guapo Car says Red Horse. Louis Pagan Pounce. Document the loss. Yes. Hey. You know that somebody's going to say those pictures were Photoshopped, right? In fact, you know what I was listening to? I was listening to some guy this morning tell his children, don't eat that chicken that your mother cooked for you for lunch today. You might get salmonella poisoning before lunch. That chicken could poison you. Throw that chicken out. Give it to the dogs. How many people have gone out to a picnic and made fried chicken the night before, fried pork chops the night before, and get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, pack the car with lunch, put the picnic basket before there was ice chests, and had chicken 7 or 8 hours later? And none of us ever got sick. There are some people that just don't know what they're talking about. And that's a fact, Jack. Hello, Dennis. Thanks for stopping by. Gotta go. I'm Bing Permy from the Philippines. That's right. And I'm Bing Permy, of course, means take care always. That's exactly how we all went to the beach in 110-degree sun. Some people just don't understand the existence that they live in, the environment. Bye-bye for now.